cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Stanford Cardinal. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Longhorns offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding them going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab down the left side. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Hawaii dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. A busy day in the Mountain West and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Looking to fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
Number 13, on to kick it away.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Texas offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The pitch to the left. Runs through a tackle. Turning it on. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off play action on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that...
He's got it inside the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now he's loose down the middle. Defense picks it up. The 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the ground with the back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Running back searching for a hole. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. From midfield looking for room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Texas. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He's got it. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything.
Breaks into the open. Inside the touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
The Cardinals might go right back to that ground game after the huge run.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Snyder.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's got him. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Angulo. Bounced off his feet. And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They just keep firing. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! He got a step and just dusted the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? You just feel...
And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful. But how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, and you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense. And now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Longhorns! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by just 2 over Colorado State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Now on the return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
72. Stanford 3.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Leaves it with the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because you're...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Grabbed in the middle, it's Angulo. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Texas! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Number 3.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense in a bunch formation. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. Fights off a defender. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Going to sling it on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail. Stanford
at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking deep. Pulls it in on the left. Running free. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
7 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a...
There he goes. Past the 50. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Toss sweep to the right. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the...
Oh, a lot of space. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the ground game. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. They go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Petty. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The quarterback may change this route. Final stand of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Good, right down the boulevard. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Here comes the Texas offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Petty. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Angulo. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he's
lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Just keeps swinging it. Quickly complete. And he jukes the 1st guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Oh, better look out. Inside the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Brings it in down the left side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Stanford going back to work with another first down. They'll give it to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Bringing the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The kick is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really...
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. And they get him in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak.